When I sit down to the pottery wheel to teach a beginner how to start, I have a few tools. I've got a pottery sponge. I have a wooden trimming tool, and I like one that has an angle on one side and is a bit rounded on the other. And then I have just a metal pin tool. When I'm looking at my setup here, the other thing that I have is a large bucket of water, and you can use any temperature water, but make sure that it's nice and full so that when you dip your hands into the bucket, the water will continue to drip off. So you want to be able to dip right up to your wrists into your bucket of water. And then the next thing that I talk about with my students is how to set up and sit at the wheel. So the first thing that you do is you want to make sure that your stool is tucked in right up close to the pottery wheel. And the reason for this is so that way when you sit at the wheel, you can position your body directly over the center of the pottery wheel. So that way when your clay is here in the middle, it's easier for you to brace your elbows and to be in control of the clay. The other consideration is this pottery wheel has, and I will just move this to the side so you can see, this pottery wheel has a knob, but it's also connected to a pedal at the bottom. And what I don't want you to do when you're starting off is to rest your foot on the gas pedal. If your feet are flat on the floor, it'll be easier for you to balance. So what I have my beginner students do is make sure that they use this knob. And it can get filthy, it's fine. It just cleans up like this. So, and then of course the last thing is to think about which direction you throw in. So this wheel has reverse and forward, and this corresponds to the wheel spinning either clockwise or counterclockwise. And most of the people that I work with when they're starting out, they throw in reverse. And I'm a right-handed person and I prefer to throw in reverse. And really how you can tell is when you're working at the wheel itself, if you lean more to the right-hand side of the clay when you're working, then you want the wheel in reverse. And if you lean more towards the left-hand side or your left-hand side when you're at the wheel, then you would want it in the forward direction. So that's something that you can change later if you find that you're leaning more to the opposite direction. I'm going to put this back into reverse, and my next demonstration for you will be how to throw a cylinder.